Hi Andrew. Today I'm be making some rigs, boat fishing rigs for Shane. He wants some for drifting for place and bream. So we'll be using £60 body line and £17 rig length. I will be using trilene, fluorocarbon, as that goes actually basically invisible in the water, so all the fish will see will be some beads and the bait. I'm glad you're in here, Andrew. Hello, Anthony. Woohoo! Right, let's get started and getting in the warm. I've got my heater going. You didn't want to go play ball this morning, so right. Carbon 50. Here we go. Some trilene, £60. Hello, Randy. I'm making some rigs for Fishing Dorset Live today. They don't need to be that long, so let's trim it down. That's better. Body length is about 1.5 feet. Right. I want them. These are the ones I want. Some easy clips for the weights. So how did that get like that? Because they're drifting rigs, the actual hook length will be a lot longer than the body. Hi, fishing. Not puller. Save me teeth, what I got left. There we go. So we want a crimp. Small bead. We have a small swivel. That's for the hook length. Another little bead. Can you all hear me okay? God, it's cold here. Right. Thank you, Tony. Swivel. What I do with my knots, I don't know if anybody else does, once I go through the top part of the line, bring it back and put it back through that loop. Really pulls the knot tight. There. Right. When you're making the drifting rigs, you want to be about 6 inches from the top. and top swivel. Crimp the crimps down. Where's my hooks gone there? Right, now for the hook length, we're using about a 3 foot length, as it's for drifting. That'll keep it away from the actual weight. There we go. There. Put a weight on that to hold that in place. That holds that steady a bit. Now I'm making, we do bream work rigs first. So we put 5, hi Danny, 5 of the yellow beads. Thank you, Fishing Frustrations. I'm making drifting rigs, Danny. So we got your 5 yellow beads on, which will attract the bream. Sequin. Now normally I would put a bait stop above the beads as well, but due to the fact that there will be drifting, the bead will automatically come down anyway, so I should put the bait stop on this side. Use a nice pink one for Shane. There we go. Bait stop on. Bream, so we need size 2 hooks. Anthony, Danny's a very good mate of mine. We go fishing together, so he will be in my lives when I'm out fishing. Your hook. Size 2 Fishing Frustration. I'll show you the difference in a sec. If you can see it, that's a size 2. Hi, right touch of fishing, how's you? And that's a size 2.0. Yeah, it slides right in between. For bream, size 2 is perfect size. In a minute, I should be making some place rigs. Morning, Jonathan. Place rigs and some flounder rigs for drifting, but I think it'd be more likely for place, and I should be using a size 1 hook. Why do they always tangle up? That'll be for the place. You can see the size difference. So I'll just get a couple of these made for him first. So that's that one done. All ready to go. Catch some bream. This is where I normally end up putting a hook in my finger. There we go. And my new bags. Got some Bottrons. Cool. There we go. There we have it. All nicely made, ready for Shane. Oh, so we'll make a couple of them. Be basically the same again, £60 body. Hey Casters, how's you, buddy? Where's my bucket gone there? Right, so we got the weight clip on. Still got your wishbone rig here somewhere, Danny. If anybody wants rigs made, just drop me a message. Doesn't take me long to make them. Yeah, a lot of people do casters, but there's some people that have difficulty, so You know, I charge 150 a rig. Plus postage, but if they want 10 rigs or more, then yeah, 10 rigs or more and it's free postage. Let's make another one of these. This one I'm going to no, I'll do it on the next one. On the boat, I do use the 8mm beads. There we go. Another size 2 hook. Cheers, Nick, for sharing out the channels. What happens with these is that that's in the water. Obviously, he'll be using a bigger weight, and then that as the boat's drifting, that drags behind the boat to attract the fish. And come May, we should be able to get out a few more bream with these. There we go, that's another one made. Right, next I shall make him a couple of place. For the place, we'll be using green and red. Green, red and black. There. Basically the same again. If there's any questions you want to ask, feel free. We do casters. a bit long. It's basically the same idea for the bream, but on this one we'll be using a smaller hook for the place and different colour beads. There we go, a bit right now. Right, so this being the place rig, we'll be using 3 coloured beads. Have green, black, and a red. And just go for the black and green again. There. Now on here we will put, instead of sequin, one of these spinners. Put them on. Oh, we'll put a sequin on, put a red one on. Size 1 hook. The reason I use size 1 hooks for bream is because they'll come up, not bream for place, they'll come up and they suck at it. So they'll suck the hook in rather than feeling it. Oh, that hook sharp, right in the end of my finger. There we go. Let's start again, because guess what I've forgotten? Who can tell me what I forgot? Bait stop. I did, Danny. Right in the tip. Right. Thank you, Nick. There we go. There's a place rig for drifting. No, they don't. Can you all see? I will be making the next one with green and black beads. Then he'll have a choice. Excuse me while I get this one out. That hook is sharp. There. Thank you, fishing. Danny will tell you what they're like. He uses my rigs. Do the same, but we'll be using just green and black beads this time. Got the bait clip on again as normal. Next two rigs I'll be making, I shall be upgrading the hook length. No, the hook length will be fine, but just upgrading the hook. Upgrading the hooks and the swivels. Yes, thank you, Nick. Fine. A little bit cold, but the heater's going. It's starting to warm up in here now. Put my new window in the shed the weekend so I can now see out of it. Next job out here will be to put some more felt up on the roof and finish waterproofing it. Yes, there is, Danny. A lot more light. Right, so on this rig, it will be for place again, but we're just going to be using green and black. Just going to turn out the lights, and I want to see if this is an luminous one. Yeah, slightly. So I'll use this one on a black. I'll use in the middle. There we go, there's another luminous one just to spread them out. And we'll put another black on. Another luminous. Use one of these spinners, which will attract the bat, which bream sort of place even, getting tongue tied. Bass rigs be next. There. What size hooks, Anthony? For the cost of the postage over to you, Anthony J, I think you'll be better off watching this back and making them yourself. Yeah, it's basically the same. You have your main line, main body, because you'll use totally different strength because you're doing catfishing. Then you have your swivel set up like that. Your hook length, so it's flowing in the current. The ideal down by the dams where you are. And then your hook length. They're easy enough to make, Anthony. I mean, you'll be using hooks that sort of size for your catfish bait, or these. Right, that's another place rig made. We will now make some. Okay, Tony. But I do these videos so that people, if they're not sure on how to make them, they can watch them back and they can pause and slow play so they can see what's doing. Who's your boss and supervisor, Nick? Right, 2 bream. Now we're going to go on to the bass. We're going to upgrade the hook length to £25, as when the bass hit over here, they hit, oh, we've got to £20. They hit about 50 mile an hour when they really take it. So the hook length is going to be £20 on this one. Still the same body, £60. All right. Nick, time to subscribe and watch as well. Nice and tight. You don't want them hooks. Right. Basically, to start with, it's the same principle. You have your body length, crimp, $3mm bead, swivel. These swivels are rated to about 30 or £40 for these little ones. Hiya Wayne, how are you, buddy? Are they? Well, we don't want bullies on here, Nick. Like I said, these would be for bass, drifting for bass, so they're going to be a slightly heavier hook length, going up to £20. A little bit longer hook length. Just trim that. Right. We'll be using pink and yellow beads for the bass. Just do them alternate, yellow, pink, yellow, pink. Put 5 beads on all total. Sequin. bait stop. Bait stop helps a lot. Bait from stopping the does what it says, basically stops the bait going up the line. There we go. The reason we use A colour beads for bass, because bass likes fish eggs. Hi Sammy. And they will resemble fish eggs. Now as it's bass, we're going up the hook to a 2-0 hook. And there we have it. There's your hook length, the whole rig. That drifts behind the boat. And the bass comes up and takes it. You can use these with a 2-0 hook. You can use it with your worms and also for live bait for the bass. Thank you, Wayne. Heater's going nicely, it's warming up. I might have to take my coat off in a minute. And there we have it, all nicely done and presented. Make another one of them. I'll give them half a dozen rigs to be getting on with. Another 3mm bead, crimp, top swivel, There we go. Right. For blank. Wrap it around 6 times through the loop, then back through that loop. Pull it tight. There we have it. Perfect knot. Okay. We got yellow. Red. Yellow. More yellow. Red sequin. And green on there just to liven it up a bit. There we go. And there we have it. There's 2-0 hook. Hello, Tasha. How are you? That's that one made. All ready? Fingers are so cold today, it's unbelievable. Right, labelling time. So the man knows which is which. There we go. Right. Pens full of water. Better. Don't think I'm going to be able to use these labels. I think they're a bit wet. Yeah, can't use them. Need drying out. So how did they get wet in there? The floor's dry. Ladies, hello. Welcome in. Is there any rig anybody would like to see made? And no, I'm not making a catfish one, Anthony. We don't use it over here. Ah, there it is. You still in here, Danny? Don't think Danny's in here, but that's the wishbone rig that I made for Danny. Got some new bait stops. Try them out. I'll make another bass rig up for Shane using one of these. Yeah. Some new bait stops I come across last year. Thought I had some plain yellow ones, but I haven't. Have to get some. Try see how well they work. Right, let's make up another fast one for him. I'll make this one up and then I will call it a day when we hit the hour. Wish. God, I think everybody would be wanting one of them made. Same principle again. Crimp, bead, swivel, bead, and then crimp. Top swivel. Okay, Diane. Okay, custom screen printing. I'll see you there. Ouch. How's the roast beef doing, Diane? Yeah, see you in a bit, Wayne. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. Right. On this one, we'll just go for yellow and pink. Put bait stop on first. Just be slightly different this one. Use yellow and pink again. Little sequin. A different float stop. Right, a different bait stop. There. We've got this bait stop here, so he can adjust where he wants the beads on the line on this one. Size 2.0 hook. That's that. And there we have it. Nice little flowing rig. Hi, I'm Mark No Fox. How are you doing? Different bag in this one. doing well. Doing well. She's doing really well. I'll use a bigger bag. Find the hook again. There we go. And that should keep fish in Dorset live. Happy? There. Oh, clearing up now. Okay, I won't use that one, it's got water in it. I was lucky, it landed up on its end. Right, while you're here, anyone's not sure on braid, tying a braid knot, the easiest braid knot out. I always use these paper clips, links on the end of my line. Makes it so much easier, just click your rig on and gone. Right, for all those that don't know, fold the braid in half, fold it over, so you've got a loop. Don't know if you can see that. Push it through the top of the quick link. Just do a normal knot. And with the loop that comes through, push that over the top. And then just pull it tight. And you'll never have a problem with that knot. It's on there good and tight. And you just trim off the end, braid scissors. There we go. All sorted. Should be taking this £30 braid off and putting 50 on here, so I don't need to use shock leader. There we go, that's that one done. Private message. Yes, that's a good message. Be right back, just going to get a cup of tea. Need to get a serving hatch from the house to the shed. So I just love making them. Yeah, they're the ones for Shane, Diane. I can sit here making rigs all day. And I got there's just a few. That's just 2 cases. I've got more here. All for different types of fishing. Even more there. And I got another 3 lots in my tackle box itself. Thank you. I try to keep it tidy. I just like storage. I like to know where to find everything rather than trying to hunt. At least I can move in this shed. The other shed I can't move in. I'm not going to sit on that wet patch. I got all, for all they that haven't seen it, I should show you. There's all my rig making, all labelled, all the hooks. On this one here is all your beads, pulley beads for your pulley rigs, all the different boat fishing equipment, all the sliders, zip sliders, they're all in there. I say that side is my hooks, swiveled crimps, and my up and over quick release rigs, clip down rigs. So I've got everything. Now I've got my heater in here, so it's nice to keep it all tidy so you know where to find it. And up the back, you see it, there's all the stuff I got for sale. Hooks, beads, some mackerel feathers that I made. These are the mackerel feathers I make. And that's 11-foot, one for boats. That's for boat mackerel. So yeah. It's good because it keeps your mind busy. Oh yeah. If Danny was in here and I told him this was one of my special bass rigs, he'd know what I meant. I think Danny's gone asleep. Yeah, it's so much nicer, isn't it, casters? You know, especially when you're catching on them. Oh, sorry, you wouldn't know, would you? But when you catch on your own rigs, it's good. Hi, Richard. How's things? If you want to give me a private call anytime, Richard, and have a chat, feel free to. Anybody down this end, I'm not going to be able to post it. Sorry, casters. It's funny though. Yeah. I shall have a vacuum sealing machine coming this week. So I should be going out with the mackerel ferrers, try and get some mackerel in and seal them. So anybody in this area where I'm to down in Dorset, if you want any mackerel later on this year, I shall have them. All right, Diane, enjoy your roast beef. I got some softback crab to sort out, and some sand eels, and I should be making some wraps as well to freeze up, vacuum seal them. I mean, it'll have to be for people down this end as post them by the time they get to you, you'll be rotted. Be swimming around in the liquids and juices. Yeah, we got one for the kitchen, Nick, and I couldn't get it to work right, and then I realised I'd left the cardboard inside the machine. The one that gives you the instructions on how to use it. But after I removed that, got it sussed, vacuumed and sealed. Not funny, we thought the machine was going to have to go back, it was faulty. So I thought, right, well impressed with that one. Could do with one for the bait in the shed. And the missus said I couldn't use that one for the bait. Fair enough. So I ordered my own one for in out here. I'll say that'll be here this week. Let me drill. Oh, Oh, I'm not going down the bottom shed to get me. Oh, there it is. Handy little tool for removing line off of your reels when you're changing. Save cutting and damaging the spool. Just tie to a spool on here, and then away it goes. Unravel it. Many uses, little drills. Yeah, bye Diane. Thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. I mean, if you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything, but it does help my channel to grow. And I would like to try and get to 500 subscribers by June. As soon as I hit the 500 mark, I will make up some rigs in front of people, do a giveaway on the 500 mark, and the people that win, the names will be just put into a hat. I ain't doing the wheel spin or anything. I should just put all the names in that's in here in the chat on that day when I reach the 500. And as I draw out a name, I will give that person the choice of rig he wants making, and then I will forward it to him. Or bit dark outside now. Do you think it's a bit too late to put the Christmas lights on? Thank you, Richard. Much appreciated. So another chat. Have you tried out my rigs yet, Richard? Yeah, it is, ladies. Just round the corner. Richard, no, mate. Okay. Trying to remember which ones I sent you now. Clip down pulleys, wasn't it? I had a question a few lives ago about making up and over rig. Yes, he will. Is everybody okay at making up and over rigs? Would you like to see how to make them? Well, if somebody wants to see how to make the up and over rig, I'll make it. I'll use it. It's one of my favorite rigs at the moment. Right, let's make an up and over rig. I should be using Rovex 10X, £60. It's more flexible. Hi, retired Rick. How you doing, buddy? So, on the up and over rig, £60 body. Move my cup of tea. On the bottom, we will be using splashdown clip, the imps. So that goes on. There we go. Now, crimp. But this is the important thing. You put your crimp on, 3mm bead, and you swivel. I'm using a slightly bigger swivel on this one because it's going to be for big fish, big bass, rays, congers, whatever's about. Well, not so much the congers because they buggers bite nasty. I try to avoid them. Right. Now, so we have that. I won't be crimping that down yet until I've got the hook length on. Then I can adjust that end to the hook length. Okay, Nick. I'm glad you came in. Take safe. Be safe. So now on the top of the rig, we will be using one of the easy clips, but it goes upside down for a reason for that part. So you put that on. There's my knot puller there. So that's the first stage done. So I'll hook that up there. Perhaps I won't need a smaller hook for that one. But anyway. Let's use one of these for a minute to hook it up with. Right. Weight on the end here, just to give a bit of tension. As you can see, this is still floating around. The actual swivel hook length is still Now, not being funny, but as it's my rig, I'm using Barclay 100% fluoro sick. I've heard it's a good line, but I should try it. Hi, Paul Leo, welcome in. I'm in the middle of making a up and over rig, the way I make them. There. As you can see, it still floats up and down the line for a minute. So what I do then, put the line up over the top clip. So the line's gone up over the top of the clip, come back down. So bring that down, you get your hook length. I want to be about there. Going to be using a 2.0 hook. And it's going to be nothing else on this line. It's just going to be for bait only. There's no beads, no bait stops, anything. Do I want a 2.0 or do I want a 3.0? Need to get some more 3.0s. I use a 4.0. Yeah, I'll have a 4.0 hook. Put decent sized squid. Squid or mackerel bait on with that one. There. Now, so that you get the hook length right, put the hook in the bottom clip. Now, where's my peg? There. You use a peg to hold it in place. So the hook comes. Then you can adjust this part, the swivel, to where you want it, which is about right there. Crimp the top crimp. There we go. Take the clamp. And there we are. Just crimp that bottom one. There we have it. And then once it's all set, ready, bait it up, you then hook it on, and there we are, it stays straight. As soon as that hits the water, that lifts up, the bait's out, comes off the top, and as you pull it tight to get your bait to hook in, you've got a fair length, hook length, with your bait on the end, which will be flapping around in the water, and the bass will come and take it. Rays will take it. Hi, Miss Steiner. It's a very good rig. I love them. Like I say, it's my favourite rig at the moment. Just a basic up and over rig. You don't need no beads, no bait stops. That one there will probably end up with a mackerel head on it. Cast out about 30 yards. You don't need to be far out because the bass will come into the sort of like the third breaker, and that's where you want to be fishing for them. I'm hoping to hit a double figure bass this year. And there we have it, all presentable. So if anybody wants to learn how to make the up and overs, they can just go back through me live and follow it. We're doing a lot more of this year as well. That's the old magnet fishing. Very true, ladies. Very true. My best bass was £10, 3 ounces, and that was, it's got to be 30, 35 years ago. I was fishing down in Devon on Seaton Beach, just by the river mouth with the axe. But at that time, there was no such thing as a camera phone, so you couldn't record it. Yeah, it is nice when you get them. I would like to beat my £3 triggerfish. I don't know what the average size of them is. Just over August 2022, I had one down by the chain ferry in Poole. That was £3. Be nice to beat that one. Never mind, casters, you might get a whiting. Can hear voices. Go on in, Sky. Hang on, I'll be back in a minute. My little Skylar was refusing to go in because she could hear me. Yes, we're all well. Nice and warm in here. If you get any small pout casters or mat, yeah, about 3 inches, hook them through the top of the mouth and come out through the middle of the, just above the top lip. Brilliant for bass, they are. Yes, Lordy, she's a bugger, she is. She'll hear me and that's it. It's not a bad size, Lordies. It's not a bad size at all. You see the one that's in my picture? I had that down Southbourne last year. That was on half a mackerel. What are we doing? Right, I'm going to say good night and thank you for everybody that's come in. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button, leave a comment. It's free to do and it helps the channel grow. A big thank you to the moderators. I don't know how many mods I've got left in here tonight. So, okay, Fladden. Got to take that Fladden out your name. Best channel off of Guernsey, you're saying, casters? Because I can't see. I'm not on Guernsey. I'm on the mainland, UK. All right, and Mr. Mistana, Lloydies, thank you for coming in. Casters, thank you for coming in for your chat. Paul Lill, thank you. And everybody else. Have a good evening. Stay safe and catch you on the next one. Tight lines. Thank you very much. Ending the live stream in about 3 seconds.